Fire. There is evidence that fire was accidentally discovered by Homo erectus, one of the early humans, around 1.7 million years ago. However, the controlled use of fire dates back to approximately 400,000 years ago. Fire played a central role in many technological advancements, such as protection, heating, hunting, cooking, and communication. It also significantly contributed to the spiritual development of humankind. With the use of fire, humans became less afraid of the dark and the dangers it brought, allowing them to feel safer, marking a turning point that profoundly changed their way of life. Wheel. It's tricky to pinpoint the exact date the wheel was invented, but it's thought that the first man-made wheel appeared around 3500 BC. This invention was a major turning point in human history. It was developed over time and formed the basis for many new inventions. The wheel was invented about 6,000 years ago, but the first patent was taken by the American James Macomb in the early 1800s. Some thinkers believe the wheel is an important invention that symbolizes the closing of an era and the beginning of a new era. Printing press. The printing press is seen as one of the most important turning points in human history. It made it easier for everyone to access information, helped drive cultural and scientific revolutions, increased communication between societies, and is one of the greatest inventions that shaped the modern world. While the history of printing goes back a lot further, most people agree that Johannes Gutenberg is the guy who invented modern printing. In the 1440s, Gutenberg developed a printing machine in Germany that used movable metal type. This was a game changer, making it much faster and easier to produce and share written information. With the spread of the printing press, more people could read and learn. Educational materials were mass-produced and distributed to students. Universities and schools began reaching wider audiences thanks to the printing press. Scientific and philosophical works were quickly shared under its influence. Electrik. The discovery of electricity has been shaped by the contributions of many scientists throughout history. However, the discovery of electricity in the modern sense is usually attributed to Benjamin Franklin. In the early 18th century, he figured out what electric charges are through his experiments and proved that lightning is electrical. The first power plant, which was set up in 1870, made it possible to use electricity in a practical way. The first power plant was set up in England under the direction of William George Armstrong. In 1878, it was used for the first time to light a lamp in an art gallery. So, electricity was first used on this date. The discovery of electricity has had a huge impact on human life and on how quickly we can develop new things. These days, electricity is generated in different ways, including hydroelectricity, solar energy, and nuclear energy. The 19th century saw the biggest advances in electricity. The use of electrical energy became widespread during this period, making electricity accessible for both commercial and domestic use. On top of that, there were some big developments in logistics, industry, and efficiency, all thanks to the use of electricity. Electricity has had a huge impact on the modern world. Antibiotic. Antibiotics are drugs used to treat diseases caused by different types of microorganisms, such as parasites and bacteria. Thanks to Alexander Fleming and many other scientific breakthroughs, antibiotics have transformed the way we treat diseases, marking a new era in modern medicine. These drugs have also made it possible to perform medical procedures such as open-heart surgery and organ transplantation safely. In 1939, Ernest Boris Chain and Howard Florey purified the antibiotic and tested it on mice. The results were clear. The mice who weren't given antibiotics died, while those who were given antibiotics survived. The first use of antibiotics on humans was in 1941, which was a game-changing moment in medicine. The discovery of antibiotics has had a huge impact on how we treat diseases, improving people's health in a big way. X-ray. The discovery of X-rays is seen as one of the most important inventions in modern medicine. It was made by the German physicist Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen in 1895. Röntgen's invention had a big impact across many different areas, including medicine, industry, and science. While he was running some tests on a cathode tube, Röntgen noticed something unexpected, a glow on a screen around the tube. This glow showed that X-rays were present. Röntgen found that these new rays could pass through lots of substances, including the human body. These days, X-rays are used in lots of different fields, such as medical imaging, security screening, and materials analysis. Thanks to this discovery, Röntgen made a big contribution to the world of science and was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1901. The discovery of X-rays changed how we diagnose illnesses and made their effects on human health permanent. Internet. The internet is one of the most important technological developments in the modern world. The internet has its roots in the 1960s when the U.S. Department of Defense launched a project called ARPANET. The first use of this network was in 1969 when it enabled data communication between various universities and research centers. ARPANET developed over time and is now the foundation of today's internet. The internet has made it much easier for people to access information and learn new things by providing instant access to information worldwide. The internet has made it possible for people to communicate instantly with anyone, anywhere in the world. Email, social media, and video conferencing are just a few of the ways we can communicate online. Online education platforms are accessible from anywhere, at any time, which is a game changer in terms of equality in education. The internet has also transformed the medical field with innovations such as remote patient monitoring and instant access to health data. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a field of technology that lets computers and machines learn things that are similar to what we humans can do. The roots of AI go back to the mid-20th century. Back in the 1950s, Alan Turing's question, "Can machines think?" and the idea of the Turing test were the starting point for the philosophical and technical foundations of AI. In 1956, this field got its official start with John McCarthy's first use of the term artificial intelligence at the Dartmouth Conference. AI is a technology that makes people's lives easier in many ways. It can help doctors diagnose and treat patients better. It can also help teachers create lessons that suit each student's needs. It helps businesses make better decisions. It's being used more and more in areas like analyzing big data, predicting customer behavior, supply chain management, and financial analysis. Thank you for watching the video so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. See you at the next video.